There is someone in your energy, beloved, that knows that you are supposed to be together. You're meant to be together, honey. You are divine lovers, honey. Okay? This is saying we're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot at you. This person is working on themselves, honey, and they are prepared to wait for you. Okay, they know that the standards and the bar, honey, is really high when it comes to you. You know, you're not here to mess about, honey. You've done that in previous timelines, historically, and now you are here living the Most High's work. Living the Most High's work. What do I mean by that? You are in alignment with exactly where you need to be, honey, and you are not here to waste time in making money, in living life, and you're certainly not here to waste time when it comes to love as well. It's almost like you have stepped into this very powerful anointing, and you know what your soul's mission is, and these energies have been trying to come up and take you off of your soul's mission, including this divine counterpart who messed about with your energy and messed about with you in the very beginning. You see, because they knew exactly who you were meant to be to them. And they fumbled the ball real badly, honey. They dropped the crystal ball, which was actually you and your connection and that, you know, the energy that you had. The energy that you had for them, with them. They didn't know how to hold your frequency, honey. Your vibration was too strong. It's too grounded. It's too elevated. And they don't know how to do it. But they're still saying, you know, we're meant to be together. But honey, they will never reach at the same capacity and the same vibration as you because they need to do the work. And honey, they're not going to do the work. That is the energy that's coming through. There are so many of the collective out there doing the work, and I congratulate them. And those energies are coming into divine partnership and into divine union the way it's meant to be. And I've always say this, there are some divine connections that are supposed to come together, honey. There are some divine connections that are not supposed to come together. They are purely to activate each other. And there are those divine connections that do come together for a short space of time to do the soul's grounding, the soul's energetic purpose. And then they separate, honey, and go their own ways with no malice, no trauma, no nothing, honey. Okay, that is the energy that's coming through for the collective right now. This person knows that you guys are supposed to be together, but they're saying, I'm prepared to wait for you. Well, in actual fact, they're the ones that need to do the work because you're doing the work, beloved. And they know that you are no longer waiting for them. You have moved on, my love. And so congratulations for you for listening to spirit. That is what's coming through. Spirit is saying congratulations for listening, because not everybody listens to spirit. They think they're connecting to spirit and listening to spirit, honey, but they are merely tapped into their ego, beloved. Or they are merely tapped into an attachment or entity, honey, that's feeding off of them, because these low vibrations need a host, honey, okay? But spirit is saying congratulations for listening to the Most High. The other cards that have come out is this: I need to work on myself and try and clear my head. Absolutely. This person does. Honey, it's best to release this person, or you do whatever is in alignment with you, honey. You know, whatever is in alignment for you and your soul's purpose to do, that's for the good of all and to the harm of none. You can either release this person, allowing them to heal in their own space, at their own pace, or you can hold on to this person in the hopes that they'll come around. But honey, remember, whenever you try to stop your own forward movement, you also stop the blessings that are coming in for you. And your spiritual team will get to a point whereby they will not allow that, because it's almost like your ancestors are like, look, we've waited so long, we've worked so hard, and now you're going to try and stop this from, stop the inevitable. So be mindful of the choices that you're making at this time, especially as we're within the 8-8 portal, beloved, the infinity of the universe, the infinity of life. Be very mindful of what you project out. Be very mindful of what you set yourself for, because you don't want that looping back on you, intentionally or unintentionally, beloved. The card at the bottom of the deck is they will never compare to you, honey. This is an energy whereby they are literally attaching to other low vibrations, honey, to fill the gap of you, honey, but they will never ever fill the gap of you. Angel number is 1144, honey. You are that diamond. 1 in a billion, 1 in a trillion, okay? There is no other like you. Honey, when you unplug from a relationship, when you are done with a relationship, okay, angel number 0505, people feel your absence before they feel that you have actually left the building, beloved. That is an energy that's coming through. You are a person who, gives these people grace, even when they're shitting in your face, Spirit is saying. But there comes a point where you have to choose yourself, honey. And this is what you've been doing. You've been choosing yourself. And you're like, if this is for me, it will come to me. If it's not for me, all praises to the Most High, my ancestors, and whomever you have in your spiritual team for the protection. It's given an energy of your angelic team have been protecting you from this relationship. They've been protecting you. And look, this is confirmation. Your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. Your energy is extremely intoxicating, honey. Extremely golden, extremely divine. So you will attract every single little energy out there because they feast on light, beloved. They don't feast on low vibrations. There's nothing to obtain from that. They will feast on your light. The fact that you have preserved, self-preservation, you have saved yourself. And it's given an energy of that actually the collective is like, no, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing myself. That is how you step into your divinity. That is how you continue stepping into your grace. That is how you become stronger. I'm continuing to choose myself, which means that this energy has to find its own way. They cannot latch onto your light. Not anymore. And that is a good energy to be at, honey. Allow people to heal in their own time. Honey, I always say you can only change your own internal frequency and vibration. You can only change your internal vibration, which then emits the frequency, the correct frequency, a frequency that is specific for that time. If you do not change yourself, then you do not ascend, honey. You do not continue activating. A lot of people out there are not choosing to actively ascend. They're choosing to remain locked in old timelines, beloved. Holding on to traumatized past timelines. But that is their soul's purpose. That is their soul's evolution. You know what your soul's evolution is, honey. And if you don't know, simply take a moment and connect to your higher self, your Ori, and you will find the answers that you seek, honey. You are trying to find unconditional love in other people, honey, and Spirit is saying find that within yourself. Once you find unconditional love within, honey, everything else ripples into you because of your frequency. Your frequency will put you in the right space, the right place, so that it gives you exactly what you need and want at that time, beloved. But this person still needs to do the inner work. This person, whether it be a divine feminine or a divine masculine, they still need to do the work, honey. It's best you keep the energy moving. And the final card is I've been manifesting you. Absolutely. They've been manifesting someone with your exact frequency, your exact energy. And they manifested, all right? Oh, yes, absolutely. Spirit is saying they did every single ritual. They said every incantation. They were starting to do the work. They did the work initially, but then they realized the work became a little bit too much. And then my throat chakra just shut down there for a minute. It's almost like Spirit was getting them to speak their truth. This person refused to speak their truth, which meant that they were not ascending, honey. So they can continue to manifest you, but then somebody else will come in to replace you, honey, simply because the trajectory of where you're going, beloved, is far greater than what you're leaving behind, my love. Dismay not, my love, because you are going to be connected into a divine relationship that is literally orchestrated by the spirit realm. Orchestrated by the Most High and the Most High only. Remember, if you have been waiting, if you have not received yet, it is for your protection, honey. Don't give up hope. Don't lose grace. Don't give up hope. There is love out there for everybody. Literally there is. And the right love for you, beloved, is coming towards you.